How to start your new business or career in just 30 minutes. Hey everybody, it's Coach Gracie, founder of On Top Performance Academy and the PT Success Programs, where we help you get paid for sharing your skills and passion for health and fitness with others in the world. I know you are probably already aware that the health and fitness industry is the fastest growing industry in the world today, and have probably been seeing out there a lot of personal trainers and industry professionals making a lot of money. You can now easily build a career or business for yourself because the technology that we now have to guide you through the setup and getting started process and the growth process, it is so amazingly simple to work with. So no longer do you need to invest huge amounts of time or money getting started or growing. Now I know you've heard all that, but the problem is many people are simply overwhelmed by where to start, or they believe they don't have the time to work on their dream life. Or they did a course, or they had a coach or trainer previously who took their money and did nothing for them. Or they simply don't yet believe in the amazing opportunities in this industry, or maybe they think it's too expensive to get started or too risky. That's a lot, hey? And so what happens is people stop believing in the process, or sometimes they just stop believing in themselves. You know what? I had that problem too. And this is the story of my initial struggle. I was in a well-paid career in corporate finance, which I was really not enjoying. I was successful because I was great at talking people into loans, but it was killing me on the inside. And it went against all of my core values. I have always had a passion for health and fitness, and I wanted to build a career and lifestyle around my passion. I thought about it every day, but I had a mortgage, a kid, a job, or kids I should say, and a very busy life, which was initially a roadblock for me. But I went out into the world to try and figure it out anyway. Now my search for finding the solution started by attending every health and fitness exhibition in the country. I researched all of the PT training academies and I got myself certified. Now, being certified, that was exciting, but then I realized that I needed to learn how to build an income in the health and fitness industry whilst I was still working, because I had to replace my existing income before I could quit my job. Now, this overwhelmed me, and for a while, I just stood still. And then I started networking with as many successful trainers as I could find. And I asked them how they made it work. And finally, I found a mentor who had a simple strategy that I could follow. This was my big breakthrough, as I'd found somebody who was where I wanted to be. And all I needed to do was exactly the same stuff in the same order with the same energy that he was doing. I knew if I simply did what he did, then I would get what he got. This really excited me because it took away the uncertainty of where to start and whether or not I was investing my time, money and energy wisely. Now, it was only a few short months from that point when everything changed. I was able to quit my job and focus full time on building my dream life. Very, very exciting times for sure. So what I'm going to teach you now are the simple steps I used to overcome the two main roadblocks that initially prevented me and which prevent most people from getting started at anything. First off, I want to congratulate you for being here with me. The fact that you have already taken action tells me that you're serious about making a real change. So congratulations, my friend. I'm passionate about this topic because these roadblocks, they've affected me, and in some cases, that have held me back from success for months and even years. If I can help you break through these roadblocks so you can just get started at whatever your goal or ambition is, then I know your success, it'll be just around the corner. Again, congratulations for being here. I sincerely appreciate you. I really do. You're awesome, my friends. Okay, I'm going to share with you the two main roadblocks that prevent most people from getting started at anything. And roadblock number one is procrastination. Now, have you ever had the simplest of tasks to do? Something like taking out the rubbish, for example. You know, it has to be done, but for some reason, you just keep putting it off until the last minute. You get distracted by other things which become excuses for just not doing it. But really, the reality of this simple task is that it'll only take a few minutes to grab the bin, take it outside, and then walk back in. It's no big deal, really. So why didn't you take the bin out the first time it entered your head? The reason is procrastination is actually a deeply ingrained pattern of behavior, and it is a significant roadblock to people's success. Now, this behavior, it's a behavioral habit, and it affects simple everyday tasks. And because we continue the behavior, we reinforce the habit. And you would be surprised just how often we all procrastinate every day. But the good news is that being a habit means it can stop when you avoid the behavior on a continual basis. So take some notes and then follow the steps that I'll give you at the end and in the download so you have the best possible chance of succeeding at breaking the habit of procrastination. Anytime you want to reach a goal quickly, you need to act fast, take massive and immediate action, and then make any adjustments and correct mistakes later. That's the key. So where do you start? You start with the research phase, as it's definitely necessary to do a little research and get ready before you start anything. Now, this research defines exactly what you're aiming at. Research is where we discover the ins and outs of what's necessary to hit your target and or reach your goal. Now, it could be, for example, that you've got a goal of obtaining your certification as a health industry professional. So to start with, do a little research on the training academy options, the study options, such as online versus face-to-face, the course content, the costs, their history and reputation, etc. But be careful, as the research phase is also where people find their reasons to procrastinate. So set yourself a day for the research and then just move on, take action. Have you ever spent so much time researching an opportunity that you came across only to lose the opportunity because you procrastinated for too long? I certainly have. Okay, so the number one reason for failure to start anything, it's actually being stuck in the research phase. It's like reading 20 dating books before you ever go dating. Recognize that the research phase can trap you in the habit of procrastination. And just simply squash that habit by taking action now. The best way to master anything is by doing it, adjusting as you learn, and then do it again. I know so many technically skilled health industry professionals who are flat broke because they never started in the industry because their fears and procrastination, it held them back. I also know people who have built significant incomes within 12 months of obtaining their certifications in this industry because they jumped straight in and got started. Okay, roadblock number 2, it's fear. And you know what? It's fear that feeds procrastination. And fear is a very powerful force, and it's necessary. It helps us stay alive. It prevents us from doing the silly stuff. However, it also creates a mental block that can prevent you from achieving the life you want and you deserve. Fear has the power to literally kill ambitions, goals, and dreams. Fear creates excuses that they seem legitimate enough so that you'll either procrastinate or you'll stop taking action altogether and go back to the comfort zone because it feels safe there. The problem is that most of our fears are subconscious, and therefore it is not always easy to identify exactly what type of fear is holding you back. Now, if you're an adult and you're alive, you have absolutely had struggles and setbacks and you're a survivor. It's normal. We all have a story to tell. But you know what? Often it's these struggles that have created the fears that then hold us back later. I've included a brief outline of the 4 main types of fears and how to overcome them in the free download that I've prepared for you. The 4 main fears are fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of success, believe it or not, and then the fear of ridicule. So make sure you grab that free download, as it is packed with value that I'm sure will serve you well. Now, we have now identified that our main factors in preventing us from getting started as being procrastination and fear, and it's the fear that feeds the procrastination. We now know that procrastination is a habit, and like any habit, it can be broken through consistent positive action. And we know that the biggest step in managing our fears is by identifying them and then accepting them. So now, I want to give you some simple steps to put you in control of your fears and stop procrastinating. I'm so excited to give you this little worksheet for free, right? As it contains more detail on this topic, and it has this awesome little task that'll help you move forward so you can just get started at whatever it is you want to do. Now, I know you're probably also wondering, where am I going to find the time to grow my new business or career? Well, I'm here to tell you that just one small task a day, that's enough to set you on your pathway. You just need to take the first step. Don't procrastinate and don't fear the big picture stuff. Just one small step, it's enough, and it costs very little of your time. Now, I know you do probably hold fears like stepping out in front of people, face-to-face consults, doing group sessions, etc. Well, I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. Did you know that most people rate the fear of public speaking above the fear of death? It's true. Now, the good news is that you can ease into this space wherever you feel most comfortable. If it really freaks you out, that face-to-face stuff, then maybe start online. Maybe that's best for you whilst you build up your confidence in that face-to-face public speaking environment. Now, I know you're probably also concerned that you don't consider yourself a marketer or a salesperson and would prefer getting a root canal than to be selling something to somebody. So let me address that for you real fast. I'm here to teach you and help guide you through how to match your skills and talents, or in other words, what you have to offer, with the needs and desires of the people that you choose to serve. When that is done with poise and authenticity, easy for me to say, and professionalism, you will easily find and keep clients. And that's exactly how ethical selling should be done. Thanks again for being here with me. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where I'm going to teach you the power of leverage and how it can explode your income while saving you time. I'll see you in the next video, but until then, go out there, live fully, love without compromise, and make your difference every single day of your life.